This is not the original Farland farmhouse. This is a new one that I made. I just completed it recently. This is the old one, but the windows were solid. They were just painted on there, kind of indentations. So I built a sort of a copy, more or less. The windows are in approximately the same places. The doors are roughly the same. Roof line is the same. It's a bit different roof. The original had, I think they were trying to represent tiles, and I opted for slate instead. A kind of a slate roof. Somewhere between slate and shingles, I guess. Meant to represent slate, although I chose irregular shaped shingles or slates just to make it look more interesting, so that they weren't all exactly the same as you frequently see on slate roofs. Well, they start out exactly the same, but over the years, you know, with chipping and weathering and so on, they become a little less regular. And because it now has actual windows, I can put some lighting in it, and I plan to do that after a bit. I spent so many days and hours working on the house that I got to the point where I didn't really want to look at it anymore for a little while. So I've set it aside. It's sitting on the layout. It's very happy over there. Fits in nicely. When I built the house, I built the basic structure out of this 60 mil styrene. And then I covered it with this Green Stuff World plasticard sheets. Brick wall, 1.2 millimeter. It's 1 to 72 scale, but I thought it looked pretty good, and it was the closest thing I could find to the original brick that was on the other house. And I clad the structure with this when I was done. One other thing I have discovered when cutting out square openings, I've found that this punch is really handy, because it'll cut square holes. So you drill a hole and get it in there, and then you could just nibble it out. But it's really been handy for windows and things like that. And I think it would punch card just as easily as it does plastic. The windows I used were these Tichy Train Group windows. If you're not familiar with these guys, they really make a great selection of pieces and parts for scratch building. It comes with pre-cut glazing. You have to peel the backing off of it. Pretty handy.